Hey everyone, welcome to the next workout. Now today what we're going to do, I know we've been focusing on some body weight movements in the past with the other workouts, and we're slowly starting to incorporate more resistance. Now we're going to do a workout where we're going to have an external load, which will add on to the work that we're doing. Okay, and in this case the load is going to be in the form of a medicine ball for me, but you can use a bag, anything that's heavy, maybe if you have a gallon, something like that, and you can accomplish these same movements with anything else that's heavy, with anything that you have laying around the house. And then along with the external load, we're also going to start to incorporate some double movements or more functional movements along with our compound movements. Right, so compound movements is something that I haven't gone into yet. Now a compound movement is whenever you complete a movement and you are using more than one muscle group, right? So for instance, if we just do a bicep curl, we have a dumbbell in our hand, we do a simple bicep curl, that is only an isolated single joint movement, okay? But whenever we do a push-up or we do a squat, we squat down and do a squat, that is known as a compound movement because there's multiple joints involved and there's multiple muscle groups. Right? Isolated movements really do play a part in gaining strength for specific muscles. Compound movements are more functional, right? If we have to get up and walk around, get off the chair, jump around, move, we need to utilize compound movements, multiple joints, multiple muscle groups to be able to accomplish that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a movement and we're going to add another movement into that to make it a little more functional, closely simulating what we have to experience in everyday life. All right, so the way the workout will work is I will lead you through the warm-up and I'll lead you through one round of the workout itself, and then you can continue on and you do 2 more rounds of the workout. It is a 3-round workout. All right, so let's get started with the first thing. First thing we want to do is warm up the shoulders. We want to do some arm circles forward, maybe about 10. It's really, the warm-up will really be up to you. Everyone feels different on different days. So go forward, then we'll go back. Whenever you're doing the arm circles, I want you to focus on maintaining a nice strong structure. You're sticking your shoulders out. Really feel that movement in the shoulders itself. Once you feel nice and warmed up in the shoulders, bring your hands behind your back and you're going to do crocodiles. Remember, for the crocodiles, you're going to turn. Whenever you are focusing on the back, you're going to pinch your shoulder blades in the back, come forward as far forward as you can with the elbows. So again, you want to pinch your shoulder blades in the back, come forward. Really work out those shoulder blades. We might feel tight in different areas. So work on pinching those shoulder blades in the back as much as you can to really warm up the back muscles to prepare for the movements that we have to do today. Alrighty, so when you're nice and warmed up in the back, you can roll your shoulders out and give them a shake, warm up some more. You're going to hold your arms up and you're going to form a W, right? So here we're making a W. Then you're going to twist, point your arm back, and come forward. Twist, point your arm back, and come forward. I'll go to the side so you can see what it looks like on the side. So again, twist, point back, reach back as far as you can, back. Again, twist, reach back, reach as far as you can, stretch out that shoulder in the back, and back, twist. We'll do one more. Alrighty. Now, you're going to link up your hands behind your back. We're going to do a dynamic chest stretch. The reason it's called dynamic is because we're not holding that static stretch. Instead, we're stretching out the muscle, coming back, right? So you're going to bring your arms out as much as you can and come back. As much as you can and come back. This is something that I need to work on. I'm not very flexible in this movement. As you can see, shoulders are very tight. You can barely get up at all. Some of you are probably going to be able to lift your arms a little bit higher, go as high as you can with this movement, but I'm not flexible. That's about all that I got. All right, now that our chest and our upper body is nice and warmed up, we got some rotational movements in. Now we're going to focus on the lower body, focus on the legs. See if I can get this camera situated there. Now first we're going to focus on high kicks. You can do a nice little hop in between, or you can do them staggered, whatever's more comfortable for you. Really try to kick as high as you can. Warm up the hamstring, warm up the hips as well. Sorry, opposite hand, opposite foot. So also start to warm up the glutes as well. So whenever you feel nice and warmed up, do as many as you want. It's really up to you. Then we're gonna we gotta warm up the hips as well. Also the inner thigh. We're gonna do side kicks. Up, back down. Up, back down. With this one, try to rest all your weight on one foot. Balance on that foot, kick up. Tap your toe, but don't put your weight, and then back again. Here we're warming up this hip, this leg, by putting all our weight on it. Then we're working on mobility on this hip at the same time. Do a few more. All right, and switch. We gotta warm up this side as well. Again, all your weight is in one leg. You're tapping your toe, stretch out. Again, working on really on our balance in this leg, preparing it for the movements that we're doing, and then working mobility with this hip as well. Then we're gonna come into dynamic quad stretches. Pull your leg, your knee, or your leg as far close to your glute as you can. Stretch up and back. Reach up to the sky and back. You really want to simulate that reaching motion to stretch out the quad as much as possible. A couple more. All right. Now we need to get our heart rate up to match the intensity of the workout that we're going to do. So we're going to start with some pogo hops. Just going to hop up and down on your toes, kind of like you're jumping rope, right? You can simulate that. You can also jump rope if you prefer to jump rope. Just give me some pogo hops here. We want to raise our heart rate, get the blood flowing, get the heart pumping. Then after about 20, we're going to drop into drop squats. So drop squats, you start with your feet close together, jump out, tap the floor, back up, down, back up. So you're doing a dynamic movement, switching from leg to leg as quickly as you can. Now, if drop squats are a problem, or you really don't think that you can do something like a drop squat, you can also just do squats as well. Stand out, squat down, touch the floor, stand back. Stand out, touch the floor, and back. So then you alternate, touching the floor, going as low as you can. If you can't touch the floor, that's okay. Go as low as you can here, and then switch. Alrighty, now that we got the workout out of the way, we can now focus on we did the warm up, now we're gonna do the workout, obviously. Alright, so the first movement that we have is let me adjust this a little bit, is a staggered push-up. So, where we normally have our hands underneath our shoulders here for a push-up, right? This is where we start for the push-up. Instead, we're gonna stagger our arms. We're gonna put one arm in front of the other. Watch out, I'm working, move. All right, again, so one hand in front of the other. Then, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down as far as you can, back up. Whenever you do this movement, you're gonna find that your elbows might move a little differently, and you're gonna feel tension in different muscles. So we're a chest, regular push-up, we feel it in the chest, we feel it in the triceps. Now with the staggered push-up in the front arm, you might feel it a little bit more in your shoulder. In the back arm, maybe more in the triceps, that's okay. We're gonna start to alternate or switch up our push-ups so we can do just different variations, warm up different muscles, right? So we go down, back up, down, back up. 3, 4, and 5. Then we switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty, so that'll be the first movement within the first round, which is the staggered push-up. You're gonna do 5 on each side, right? 5 with your left arm up, 5 with your right arm up. Then, after we are done with the push-ups, you're going to grab your weight, your bag, whatever you're using. Again, in my case, it is a medicine ball. what we're gonna do is we're gonna do bag pullovers with our back supported against the bench, okay? So what you're gonna do, sit back. If you don't have a bench, you can definitely use the couch. That's a good height. Any chair that does give you enough space to go back, right? Again, the couch is probably going to be the best bet because it is the right height. It's low enough to simulate this, okay? So you grab your bag, your ball, whatever you're using. You're going to go back behind your head. Feel that tension in your lats here on the side of your torso. Back up here, and then back up. Whenever we go back, we start this movement by pulling with our lats, right? So we're here, back up. Then, whenever we come past our head to the finishing movement, you should feel it in your chest, right? So compound movement, we start with the back, we pull over, and then we engage the chest, nice and strong. Here, to be able to help our hips stay up straight, we have to engage our core and the muscles in our back, right? So we're working a lot of muscles with this movement. You go back and up. This one we'll do about 15 times. Do a few more. 2, don't forget to breathe. 1, all right. Now we'll switch to our next movement. Slip it off there. Now, we're going to, just put this back on my medicine ball. We're going to do a back squat with a rainbow overhead. We'll get to that in a bit. So, what you're going to do, let me fix this, sorry. Whenever we're doing this movement, you're going to start with the ball right up at your chest. Just a little bit more. Here, you're gonna squat down. Here at the bottom of the squat, raise the ball up, go to the side, back up. Okay, that's only one. We're only gonna do this 10 times. So down, lift up, side, back up, 2. All right, whenever we're doing this movement, go as high as you can. I'm obviously not that flexible, so I can't go straight overhead. But we're going here. Come to the side. Feel that engage in your shoulder. Feel your core start to engage. Switch to the other side, same thing. Back and stand up. Right here. Side, back, stand up. I think that's 5. Up, side, 6. You can even alternate. Side, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that's gonna be the squat with a rainbow at the bottom of the squat. Now, we're going to lower this down just a little bit. Come down into a kneeling position, grab your bag. What you want to do is put a little bit more weight in the front of your leg, kind of load this leg a little bit more, and you'll feel that pressure in your back leg. What we're going to do are wood choppers. So we're going to act like we're swinging an axe, coming down, chopping that log right here. But instead, we're going to use our bag or our ball. We're going to come up, load it up, nice and strong, back down. Up, keep that torso nice and tight. Try not to lean over. Here, nice and stable. Twist, back down. 4, 5, we're doing 10 on each side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'll switch. Again, starting here. 1, 2, really when you're focusing, turn your chest, turn your torso, feel that in your obliques. Come up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. If you hear some growling, it's my dogs. They really like this cold weather. All right. Okay, let me catch my breath a little bit. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start here. Let me adjust the camera again. You're gonna grab your medicine ball, hold it down, right, with your arms straight. Start with your legs straight here. You're gonna step out into a side lunge. Keep both toes down, right? Shift your weight to the back of your heels. As you drop down into the lunge, lift the ball up. Step to the middle, step to the side, lunge, lift your ball up, right? Back. That's 3, 4, I got 16 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 2 more, 15, last one, 16. All right, good job. Put the ball down, rest for a little bit. Now after we're done with those movements, we're gonna come to the ground. We're gonna do some core work to finish off this first round. First movement we're gonna do is sit on the floor, sitting upright. You're not gonna have your legs straight out. You're gonna bend them slightly. You're gonna use your hamstrings, the muscles on the back of your thigh, to curl your legs up, hold yourself upright, right? Don't slouch like this, like we're binging something on Netflix, right? Stand up nice and tall, be proud, engage the hamstrings here. What you're gonna do here, you're gonna press the ball up, maintain that good posture, and back down, all right? For the Z press, which this is called the Z press, a lot of people have the tendency to press up and go back because that might be a little bit easier. You're counterbalancing your body like that. We don't want to counterbalance our body by going out. We want to engage our core, right? Big chest, press up, put your head through the window, right? Whenever we have the ball, we have a window here with our arms. Press up, put your head through the window, back down. Just like this. Again, you're keeping that core nice and tight. Engage those hamstrings, keep your body up nice and tall. 7, we got 10 of these. 8, 9, and 10. All right, that was a Z press. Next movement is sit up and press. So you're basically in the same position. Instead of having your feet up like this, you put them flat, get into a push-up position. You're back down. Ball goes behind your head, looking straight up at the ceiling. Bring the ball over, press up at the top, and back down. Bring the ball over, press up at the top. Whenever you're dropping back down, roll your spine one vertebrae at a time. That way you can really feel your abs engage. Press the ball back, then bring it over, engage the core, roll up, and press. Right, do your best not to flop down. Stay nice and strong through every movement. I don't really know what rep I'm on, but I'm just gonna do 5 more. Hopefully that comes out to 10. 2 more. And up. All right, last movement. We have is a reverse lunge and oblique twist. So what we're doing with this movement is we're pulling it back up and come up to the floor. We're going to finish off with the legs one more time. Also work on the obliques, which are the muscles that come on the side of your torso right here. So you're going to step back, Lunge down, twist to the side of the knee, that's forward, right? You're twisting across your body, and then back up. Back, twist, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, halfway, 9, we got 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, one more, and 16. All right, when you're done, you can drop your weights, whatever you're using to work out. Rest for about a minute, don't rest too long. Come back, knock out 2 more rounds of this movement, all right? We're not really focusing on conditioning with this workout, focusing more on strength, doing different movements, putting us in weird positions so we can work muscles that we don't normally work. That helps us become functionally stronger. All right, again, if you have any questions, always feel free to email me. See you next time.